Back to the show. We're going, Kathy. I've got Kathy Chandler. She is Eagle County's commissioner. Nice to see you.
Great to see you this morning.
And you're wearing a different hat over the course of the next 4 days. Is that right?
I've got my cowgirl hat on. Yeah.
So your commissioning duties are different while you're here, right? You're completely taking on a different role with the Fair and Rodeo.
The county sponsors the Fair and Rodeo. It's our biggest event of the year, and it's our most exciting time. We got people from up the Colorado River Road all the way to East Vail who gather together for 4 days for the Fair and Rodeo.
So everybody that's in the Eagle River Center right now where we are, all these animals have been born and raised around Eagle County.
That's right. These are the 4-H animals, and these kids are all in different 4-H clubs. They get their animals sometime after January 1st, depending on what kind of an animal it is, and they're responsible for feeding them, watering them, exercising them, getting them to the right weight, grooming them for show, and then they bring them to the fair. They've got the show starting today with all the different livestock, the rabbits and the ducks and the geese, pigs, goats, steers. They show their animals. The animals get judged, and the 4-Hers get judged on how well they show the animals.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
So Elise, who's one of our directors, went through 4-H as a kid, and she said she paid for most of her college through raising and selling animals through 4-H at these auctions.
That's right. On Saturday starting at noon is a junior livestock sale. The kids will be selling these animals that they've raised all year. The public comes and is so generous to those 4-Hers and buys their animals. They send them off to get butchered and put them in their freezer, so they're really excellent meat. The kids do a good job of raising those, and most kids save that money and use it for their college funds.
That is so neat, just the cycle of it, the way that it all works. Now, along with the agricultural part, the animal part of 4-H, you also have the open class, which kind of it goes in a little bit different direction. There's other variables that are a part of the same stuff in the Eagle River Center. Tell us about that.
Right. So there's open class, which is the public, and then it's called the in-building exhibits, which is also 4-H clubs. So 4-Hers and in-building exhibits do things like sewing, they do cooking projects, they have shooting sports, photography, there's electrical exhibits, so any sort of a thing that a kid might do, they are exhibited over here in the Eagle River Center.
Now, I feel like I read somewhere once too that, let's say my kid at home is doing something that's pretty cool and it's not hasn't been a part of the open class exhibits in the past, it could potentially be introduced, right?
That's
because
right.
if it's something that shows a little public interest, then it could be a part of the event.
Right. If you show up here at open class with an exhibit that you've made that they don't have a category for, they'll make one for you on the spot.
And the categories go on and on and on. I remember looking at those last year, and there's a little bit from jams to picture frames to and everything in between.
Right. There's been some beautiful homemade archery exhibits here. So if you wander around the open class exhibits and the 4-H exhibits, you'll see some real craftsmen here in Eagle County.
Now, Kathy, this area, the Eagle River Center, is fully accessible to the public, right? At no charge.
That's right. No charge. Bring your kids over. They get to look at the animals, wander around, see the open class exhibits. There's a carnival going on, so that is a charge. And then at the rodeo grounds, of course, we've got a big PRCA rodeo every night, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
And your role here, once again, is to what? Make sure that all the kids are behaving and the animals are being quiet?
No, I'm just here to support everybody, and this is my most exciting time of the year. It really celebrates our Western heritage. Eagle County is an agricultural county, and we still have the families who uphold that tradition and just work so hard all year long. It's great to be able to celebrate them.
I love it. Kathy, thanks for your time today. And have a blast while you're here, and thanks for all you do for Eagle County.
Thanks for being here.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey, we're going to take a break. We have a look at the weather report and more from the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo 80th year, day number 1. We'll be right back.
Great. Thank you so much.
Good job, Kathy.